Brooklyn Ann here, back with more car tips. This is on changing tires. Okay, so the first tip is, especially if you've got an '07 or an '08 Fit, they're the exact same car for one thing, but they come in the sport model and the base model. The base model technically comes stock with 14-inch rims, whereas the sport comes with 15. But you can put either on the cars. So during snow tire season, get yourself four Honda 14-inch rims, buy yourself some snow tires, have the shop put them on, and then every winter and spring until the tires wear out, then you just change them yourself and save yourself hundreds of dollars. Now, the thing is, though, with changing tires, you need to make sure, and a lot of shops mess this up, is whether or not the tires are directional. If they are, they will have arrows on the side. So we're moving around the tire, looking to see if it says directional, and they do. They say outside here. They'll have arrows or say outside, inside. And sometimes, if a shop's in a hurry doing a lot of these, they'll put them on backwards, and that'll wear you out faster, and you won't get the good snow tire traction or regular tire traction, because some regular tires are directional too. So this one, the shop, if you're in Idaho, the Post Falls Lake City Automotive is who I recommend you go to. They're really good. So here's my 15-inchers ready to go, and these ones do not have any arrows or outside. They're not directional. And not directional is what I prefer, because then you have more rotation options, because you always want to put the tires with the best tread in them in the front. And if there's a little bit uneven wear because there's more weight in the driver's seat, you want to put the very, very, very best tread in there. So we will jack the car up and get to work. Is when you get the jack under, and it's a jack point that's really easy to find on any car. It's like a metal tab that you just angle it under. You don't jack it up all the way, because you have to loosen your lug nuts first. Mine look weird because they're locking ones, because we used to have somebody who liked to tamper with my cars. Not gonna go into it, but yeah, so I have a special, wrong tool. I have a special key, and then also if you've got short arms, get the bigger start wrench. And then once you have your lug nuts loosened, then you, and you do it in a star pattern for 5 lug nuts or more, diagonal from each other the next. Once they're loosened, then you can jack the car up. Then once she's up a little bit, you can go ahead and finish taking them off, and then get the tire off. And then once your lug nuts are off, you can pop the tire off. I didn't have to kick at this one. Sometimes if a tire's put on for a really long time, then some rust gathers in the hub, and it just kind of glues itself there, and that sucks. So, oh, that went right on my toe. Anyway. Okay, quick note about my brake noise. So yeah, the car was sitting for a bit, and as you can see, I started getting some of this out. In these little vents, a whole bunch of rust gathered up, so it was doing this weird zhoo when you slowed down for a stop. And I'm like, these are practically new. So it scared me for a minute. And my hub's fine, nothing's making contact, so said I'll have to have the tire back on for me to test the wheel bearings for play, but I'm moving on to changing my tires and getting some of this rust out of these grooves while I'm in here. And then when you put the ones with the most tread wear up front, and if they're, you go diagonal in your rotational, so mark your tires before you take them off of where they used to be, and non-directional, you go diagonal in your rotation, like an X symbol, not the other kind of diagonal. I don't know, where was I? But no, I'm happy I've got my nice lovely 15-inch rims. Someday I want to buff these out and then powder coat them purple, because that's when I'm going to paint the whole car purple and it'll look much better. And then you just tighten again in a star pattern, which just realized I gotta get the lug nuts back on, and then you lower the jack and you're good to go. I almost forgot to add, don't torque the final lug nuts when it's all the way down on the ground. You just lower it enough so that there's resistance so the tire won't spin. That way you make sure that everything is torqued flush against the hub and nothing shifted when you put the full weight of the car onto the ground.